whatever.
Puffy
Okay.
underscore
Look
Vegas
at this.
donated
It's fucking Puffy
$100.
Vegas.
There is no such thing as females having male friends. They just have guys that they use.
Ooh,
if she refers to a
spicy.
guy as her friend, she wants to sleep with him or already has.
That's so ridiculous.
That's not true.
I honestly think it's pretty
Never
hard
mind.
for men and women to be friends.
It is hard, but it doesn't mean that we have ulterior motives when we are friends.
But
just,
it doesn't matter if the woman does. I feel like in most cases the
it's the
man
guy.
does.
Yeah, it's mostly the
Yeah.
dudes.
The woman is
but
getting what she wants. Yeah.
He's bagging on us.
Also, here's the other thing when it comes to male and female friendships. So let's say it's totally innocent, right? Maybe it is, whatever. When you get married, or even if you're in a relationship, I believe that there's an impropriety for you to be, let's say it's for you to be hanging out with your male friend one-on-one. As your boyfriend, I would not be okay with you hanging out with your male friends one-on-one. I would not be okay with your male friends coming over to your house, hanging out with you one-on-one.
Yes.
And that's totally...
And so the issue with male and female friendships, once you get involved with someone romantically, look, some people are fine with the partner having friends of the opposite sex, but you may find yourself in a relationship with somebody who isn't. And then that friendship is over. So why invest in a relationship where there's a very good likelihood that there's going to be a breakdown of the friendship because of these sort of intersex dynamics?
Well, you're not really thinking about all like this, like, oh, I'm gonna have to like dump this friend. When you make friends, I mean, unless you're forcing friendships, my friendships with my friends have all been pretty natural. When I do get in a relationship and my boyfriend, I am not a hypocrite. I would not want my boyfriend to have girlfriends. So I would probably
Sure.
turn it down with my guy friends. But before relationships, just in general, like I think that's what he was saying, like girls and guys can't be friends. Well, like what if, okay, and I'm not trying to sound like, I know people are going to be like roasting like, oh, she's such a pick me, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, like genuinely, like you just happen to be like a girl who just connects better with like guys, or like sometimes it's just kind of hard for us to build girl friendships.
That's not a pick me,
It's
that's a red
just
flag.
I think the issue is that like if you're a woman and you're in a relationship with a guy and it's romantic and you have a guy friend, it's the fact that the woman is still entertaining the male friend and entertaining those thoughts that are going through his head where he's thinking, oh, I want to sleep with this woman, and you're entertaining the thought whether you may know it or not. You're still there in his presence. And
But your
Also-
boyfriend has to
I'm
cheat
saying
on
before
somebody.
that.
Also-
I'm saying before that. I'm talking about before that. Like
Also-
before relationship. Like I would totally, like I understand my partner's like like what he's thinking through, blah blah blah. But like I don't think organically like to make friends with someone of the opposite sex is just like because you have I don't know how to explain it. Like it just kind of seems like oh, I'm forcing this friendship and that I'm gonna eventually have to break. Like no, like this guy has a really good vibe. He's like or like just like in a group setting, like there's more guys, more girls. Like in my political campus clubs, there's more guys than the girls, and I'm friends with everyone. So does it mean I shouldn't have friendships with the guys as well as the girls? Like I think before
what about
dating,
friend groups?
before
Like, is that a
dating,
problem?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying like I'm hanging out solely with like men, but I'm just saying like there are relationships that are being formed between men and women.
So, I mean, just to actually thread it back to what you said about how you said you think relationships should start with friendships. That actually, like,
I didn't say should. I said they can. And it's
okay,
gonna
but if
sometimes.
that's like what you're recommending, like those two absolutely, if your view that relationships or love interest should start as friends, absolutely they need to cut their friends off 100% in those circumstances. Like the friends have to be dunzo, gone.
Yeah.
Friends got here's a
hang
worse
out with
one.
them one-on-one
Huh?
if you're in a relationship.
What's that?
You wouldn't hang out with the opposite sex if you're in a relationship, like one-on-one, of course.
Are you like communicating with them?
What do you
Texting
mean?
them? I text
No,
my
not
friends.
like in a like regular basis.
It's just not
like
worth.
you're in a
Truthfully,
romantic
though, it's just not
relationship.
worth investing in like a opposite sex friendship. Really, just because of the potential conflict when one or the other gets into a romantic relationship. I think.
I feel like you don't need to have like this deep best friendship with the opposite sex just to be friends. Like you can be like acquaintance friends, just
Yeah.
having
Acquaintance
association
is,
with other
acquaintance
That's
is
what I was
different.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying you're having like this best friend guy and you have
Yeah.
a boyfriend too.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well, here's a worse one.
Your boyfriend should be your best friend.
Here's somewhat related to this topic. What about people that remain friends with their exes?
That's
No.
no. Like why? Why would you let that temptation be there?
Because
I know
your
a few people
friendship
do
is
that. It's
part
weird.
of a romantic relationship. So if you're friends with your ex, then that means you're still attached to them.
I just don't
that's my whole
understand
point.
how it's.
Wait, so are
Possible.
you in favor of people staying friends with their?
No,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying
Sure.
friendship is part of your romantic relationship. So if you're still friends with your ex, that means that you have an attachment to them still. That should be in your
okay.
romantic relationship.
You know what they look like.
It's
you
full
know.
circle. Yeah.
I think you should be on like good terms with an ex. It shouldn't be. Hopefully, you can end a relationship in an amicable way, but
Yeah.
I don't think there should be like a continued anything. You know, so.
Yeah.